Welcome to DevAssure's Product Knowledge Series. In this video, the focus will be on creating and automating an API test case. As a first step, go to the DevAssure web app and enable API automation for an existing project or create a new project with API enabled. Next, create API definitions for the APIs that need to be automated. The first API that we will be creating is an API to create an auth token. Click on Add API. Enter the API name. Enter the base URL and path. Select the appropriate API method. Add the JSON body for the request. Here the username and password would be dynamic and can be provided at runtime as well. They can be added to the API as arguments. The values for these arguments can be supplied when scripting the automation. You can validate if the API has been configured properly by clicking on Test. Enter the dynamic values and test the API configured. For this demo, 2 more APIs have been added. The authorization token is a dynamic value and so it has been added as a parameter. Similarly, order ID has been added as a dynamic value in the path. DevAssure provides the flexibility to include dynamic values in any part of the API definition. Let's create a new API test case. As part of this test case, we will call the auth API to get the auth token, and then call the add order API to create an order. Finally, the get order API to get the details based on order ID. DevAssure's no-code platform will be used for API automation. Since the APIs were parameterized, the data values needed can be supplied from within the test script. Predefined actions and keywords in DevAssure help convert the response into the desired format. The automatically generated variables can be renamed according to the user's preferences. The remaining APIs will be called and the test data values will also be added from within the script. The API for add order has been parameterized with the request body. To add the JSON object for the request, DevAssure's advanced code blocks will be used. The script within the code blocks can be written in JavaScript. The variables declared within the code block can be accessed in other parts of the DevAssure app using $ and curly braces. DevAssure has predefined actions to validate API's response body and response headers and status code. API automation has been simplified and made easier using DevAssure's no-code test automation platform for APIs.